you have the potential to achieve greatness. Don't ever doubt that. Welcome to Daily Dose of Growth. I'm your host, Ryan Carthage. Today we're going to talk about a topic that is it's pretty critical for achieving success. And that's the connection between mindset and success. There's a key difference between successful and unsuccessful people. It all starts with mastering your mindset. And your mindset shapes your reality, your actions, and ultimately your success. But what does that really mean? How can you harness the power of your mind to achieve your goals? Well, that's exactly what we're going to talk about here today. We'll talk about how to control your mind, just like any other part of your body, the power of your thoughts, and how to turn your fears into your success. This session is all about empowering you to take control of your life and your mind. So by the end, you'll have all of the actual insights and strategies to help you to master your mind and set yourself on a path of success. Ready? Let's go. All right, let's dive into the main topic for the day, and that's the powerful connection between mindset and success. See, there's one key difference between successful and unsuccessful people, and it isn't just about talent or resources or luck, but it's about what's in between your two ears. Your mindset is the lens in which you view the world and how you approach challenges, right? It's your inner dialogue that shapes your actions, your decisions, and ultimately determines your levels of success. And if you look at successful people, they've mastered their mind. They understand that their thoughts and their beliefs directly influence their actions. And they see challenge as opportunity, not obstacle. They embrace failure as learning opportunity and learning experiences rather than setbacks. This positive growth oriented mindset allows them to persevere and to thrive, even in the face of adversity. On the other hand, unsuccessful people, they often have a fixed mindset, right? They tend to believe that their abilities, their intelligence is static, it's unchangeable. And when they encounter difficulties, they're more likely to give up or blame external factors opposed to taking the ownership. This kind of mindset, their potential, it's limited and it keeps them from ultimately achieving their goals. So why is mastering your mindset so important? That's the main question. Why is the mindset? It acts as the foundation for everything that you do. It determines ultimately how you handle stress, how you pursue your goals, how you bounce back from setbacks. And by cultivating a positive growth oriented mindset, you're setting yourself up for long term success, not just short term intermittent success. So think about this. Your mind is a powerful tool. When you learn to control your mind and to harness the power, you can shape your reality in incredible ways. This means staying focused on your goals, maintaining a positive attitude, and being resilient in the face of challenge. That's what it means. And mastering your mindset, it doesn't happen overnight. It's a continuous process of self reflection, of learning, and of growth. But the good news is you have the power to do it. And it starts with becoming aware of your thoughts and your beliefs and making a conscious effort, a conscious decision to shift them into the direction that you desire. So let's commit to mastering our mindset. Let's embrace challenge, let's learn from failures, and let's maintain a positive outlook. Right? But remember, the difference between where you are and where you desire to be is all based on this thing right here, your mind. So let's make sure that it's working for us, not against us. So now let's talk about mind control, not the sci-fi frilly talk, but truly about controlling your mind just like you would any other part of your body. Think about this. You have control of your right hand, right? If you want to pick up your mouse, right, or a glass of water, right, you consciously decide to do that, right? To move your hand to grasp the mouse or grasp the glass of water, and you lift it to your mouth. Simple, deliberate action. Okay. In the same way, you can learn to control your mind. Your hand is a part of your body, and so is your mind. In the same way, you can learn to control your mind. It might sound a bit abstract, but it's all about being aware of your thoughts and directing them purposefully, choosing the thoughts that you have, just like you practice physical skills to get better at them. You can also practice mental skills to gain better control of your mind. So here's a practical example. Imagine feeling nervous, right? Before a big presentation. Your mind is racing with thoughts like, what if I mess up, or what if they don't like what I have to say, right? What if they boo me off the stage? These thoughts can paralyze you if you allow them. They can paralyze you if you allow them. So, but what if you control these thoughts instead of letting them run wild, run rampant? You acknowledge them and you consciously choose to replace them with a positive thought, an empowering thought. You might tell yourself something like, I've prepared for this. Right? I know my material. I'm going to do great. Just like moving your hand to pick up that glass, you're making a conscious, deliberate choice to shift your thoughts. And it takes practice, but the more you do it, the better you become. The process of becoming better, being 1% better today than we were yesterday, right? And so the concept of mind control is powerful. It's about taking responsibility of your mental state. It's not letting negative thoughts dictate your actions. When you master this, you can handle stress better. You can stay focused on your goals and you can maintain a positive attitude, even in the toughest of times. Even in the toughest situations, you can find the silver lining. Remember, your mind is a tool. You can train it, control it, and use it to your advantage. It's all about being intentional and replacing other thoughts regularly. Start small, but be consistent and watch how your ability to control your mind starts to make small changes. And it really starts to transform how you perceive the world. Now let's move on to a concept that's really eye-opening. And it's the concept of the difference between your first thought and your second thought. So here's the deal. You can't always control your first thought. Your first thought is automatic and knee-jerk reaction based on your core beliefs. It's the initial response that pops up in your mind without even trying, the habits you've already developed. And sometimes your first thought can be negative, fearful, or just completely unhelpful. And that's completely normal. But this is the beautiful thing. You have the ability and the complete control over the second thought that you have. This is the thought that you consciously choose after that initial reaction. It's your choice to take control and to steer your mind in the positive direction. So, for example, let's say you're about to try something new, like speaking in front of a large group, right? Your first thought might be, well, what if I mess up? That's fear talking. It's a natural reaction because it's unfamiliar. But instead of letting that thought overtake your mind, you can decide the second thought. So you might choose to think, I've prepared well for this. I'm ready. I can handle this. This is this is exciting. This shift from the first thought to the second thought is critical. It's how you manage your fear and how you can use it to fuel your success instead of allowing it to hold you back. So think of it as your first thought is a reflex, a raw, unfiltered reaction. And your second thought is a response, a deliberate and controlled decision. Deliberate and controlled decision. By focusing on the second thought, you're taking charge of your mind and not letting the automatic negativity dictate your actions. Follow me? So, managing your fears through this process can be extremely transformative. It allows you to face challenges with confidence and resilience instead of being paralyzed by the fear. You you use it as a stepping stone to push forward and push through the fear. So here's a tip. When you notice a negative first thought, take a deep breath and pause. Acknowledge the thought. I had this thought, but don't dwell on it. Then consciously choose a positive, more empowering second thought. It's going to feel awkward at first. It's going to feel weird. But the more you do it, the more that second thought becomes your second nature to you, right? That second thought slowly will start to become the first thought. It'll slowly start to become your natural reaction the more you do it. Remember, it's not about never having negative thoughts. It's not about stopping your mind from thinking. It's not about removing your emotions, but it's about how you handle them. It's about feeling them, acknowledging them, and then choosing how you then respond. And so by mastering the art of the second thought, you're training your mind to support your success rather than to sabotage it. You're choosing to focus on the solution and what you can do opposed to what you can't. So start paying attention to your thoughts. Embrace embrace the power of that second thought. Embrace the power of that decision and let that decision guide you toward a more positive, successful oriented mindset, more growth oriented mindset, right? And so now that we understand this, let's talk about overcoming adversity. And this is a big one because, to be honest, we all face challenges. We all face obstacles in life. Life isn't always easy. It isn't always candy and roses. You're going to face challenge. You're going to face controversy. That's the given. You're going to. So if we approach life accepting that we're going to have challenges, we're going to have trials, we're going to have controversy, the difference between who succeeds and those that don't often comes down to how they handle those tough times, those trials, those challenges. You see, people that we would label as successful, they don't let the story define them. They don't let their past circumstances dictate their future. They use them, they use the experiences, they use the challenges to push them forward, to learn the lessons that are required to achieve the goals that they desire to achieve. They understand that adversity is not a dead end or a detour, but it's a chance to find a new route to success. Think about it. Everybody has a story, right? Maybe you've faced financial struggles. Maybe you've had health challenges. Maybe you had a terrible childhood, labeled terrible childhood, all personal setbacks. It's easy to get stuck in the narrative that this is just how things are. You hear people say all the time, this is just the way that I am. I've always been this way. This is just the way that I am. Successful people, they refuse to accept that. They recognize that they have the power to write their own narrative. They have the power to change the label of the story. For instance, if you encounter a roadblock in your career, instead of seeing it as the end of the road, could you look at it as, let's find an alternative route? Maybe you need to acquire some new skills. Maybe you need to pivot to a different role, or even start your own venture. The key is to stay flexible and open to new possibilities, right? Open yourself to become aware of the things that are happening around you that might allow you to either start something new using the skills that you have, or you're going to find some new skills to then find a new role or to start something of your own. Not everybody's a business owner. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. Not everybody's a business owner, but you might have skills that might lend toward you doing something for yourself, if that's a desire of yours. If it's not, you can find a great role with learning new skills that can then continue moving you in the direction of your desires. I remember a story of mine, a story about a friend of mine uh, who faced some significant setbacks in their business. Lost a major client, and it was a major blow to his book of business. But instead of letting that define him, he saw it as an opportunity to diversify his client base. He was able to explore new markets. It wasn't easy by any means. It wasn't easy to find the alternative route, but he not only recovered from that loss, but he was able to grow his book of business even more than where he was at. Being open to explore different areas, being open to learn new skills, being open to meet new people gives you additional opportunities, right? It's about mindset, right? When you're faced with adversity, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I turn this situation into an opportunity? It's about shifting the perspective that you see the world through, right? Seeing obstacles not as barriers, but as stepping stones, as opportunities to learn, opportunities to grow. So here's a practical approach. When you hit a snag, not if, when you hit a snag, take a minute, assess the situation, write down all of the possible solutions. Anything that you can think of, write it down. No matter how unconventional those options may sound, write them all down. Brainstorm different paths and be willing to take a risk. Remember, every setback is a setup for success. It's an opportunity to learn. Adversity is inevitable. It's inevitable. We're all going to face it. But it doesn't have to define you. Successful people embrace challenge. They embrace challenge and they use it to grow their stronger. They find alternative routes and they keep moving forward no matter what. They continue to find an opportunity to become 1% better than they were the moment before, the day before, the week before, the month before. So next time you face a tough situation, remember, you have the power to choose. You have the power to choose how you respond, and you don't have to let the story define you. Use it to propel you toward greater success. Right? Stay resilient, stay creative. Keep pushing forward. You've got this. We've covered a ton today. Mindset, overcoming adversity, the power of your thoughts. And now let's bring it all together with one final piece, right? It's taking control of your life and your mindset. This is the thing. You have way more power than you realize. You have the ability to shape your future. You're able to do that through the choices that you make and the mindset that you choose to cultivate, right? It's all about taking control, all about taking control. So let's talk about taking control of your life for a second. This means being proactive rather than reactive, right? Instead of letting life happen to you, you decide what you want and then you just go get it. You go after it, right? It's about setting goals, making plans, and taking taking consistent action to achieve those goals, right? Well, when you take control of your life, you stop being a passenger in the vehicle and you start to be the driver. So let's focus on taking control of the mindset. As we've discussed, your mindset is the foundation of your success, and it influences how you perceive challenge. And it also helps you understand how you respond to setbacks and how you then pursue your goals. So, taking control of your mind means being intentional about your thoughts and your beliefs. So, it means you also have to go and understand your beliefs too. It's about choosing positivity, resilience, and growth over negativity and stagnation. Well, one of the most powerful ways to take control of your life and your mindset is by investing in yourself. This might mean investing time, investing energy, investing resources into your personal and professional development, reading books, taking courses, finding a mentor, right? Practicing self care, meditation, right? Continually seeking out opportunities to learn and to grow, to learn information, but also to learn about you. The more you invest in yourself, the more control you gain over your future. I remember when I first started in this journey, man, it felt like I was just drifting. I couldn't really figure it out. I was Googling trying to figure out how to change my life. And I came across some things. But as I got started, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy to take control of my life. It wasn't easy to set clear goals and to actively work on my mindset, right? But once I started doing it consistently, things changed. Things started to change. It started to change. I invested in my personal development. I started reading more books. I surrounded myself with positive influences, people that could challenge me to think differently and to grow in different ways. I committed myself to continuous learning. This made a major difference in my life just by choosing to learn from every situation that I found myself in. And then getting to the point where I chose the situations that I was in and chose to learn from those situations that I was then in. Huge difference in my life. So I want to encourage you to take control today. Don't wait for the perfect moment for things to magically change or for you to feel like doing it, because you'll never feel like it, because it's different, because it's hard. So start now. Take one step in the direction of your desires. And then every day, steer your life in the direction that you desire to go. Cultivate the mindset of growth, of positivity, and invest in yourself at every opportunity. Choose you, choose your growth, choose your future. Remember, you have the power to shape your reality. You have the power to change the perspective in which you see the world. By taking control of your mind, you're setting yourself up for a world many only dream of, a world of success, of fulfillment. Embrace that power. Embrace the power. Once you embrace the power, watch how your life changes. I appreciate you listening to this episode and going with me on this journey. Like I said, I want to build a community of people that empower each other to step out of your comfort zone, to challenge your norms, to grow to unconceivable levels. That's the community that we're building here. That's the community that we're building. So take control of your life today. Take control to create the future that you desire. This community, we're going to take one step together. And we're going to go one step at a time, become 1% better today than we were yesterday. So as we wrap up this episode, I want to leave you with one last thought. The power to shape your destiny, the power to shape your future lies in your hands. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Choose to do everything with excellence, no matter how small, and watch how it transforms your life. You've learned about the importance of mindset, the control that you have over your thoughts, the power of overcoming adversity, and now taking control of your life, right? And investing in yourself. Those are the keys. Those are the keys. Now it's time for you to take action. Believe in yourself, in your ability to create positive change in your life, in your community, in your world. Every small step toward mastering your mindset and controlling your life adds up. And it compounds into significant progress. The goal is to be 1% better today than we were yesterday. You have the potential to achieve greatness. Don't ever doubt that. I appreciate you joining me on this journey today. Let me hear your thoughts in the comments. If you found the video helpful, give me a thumbs up, give me your thoughts. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any future videos. Also, if you know anybody that can take something from this, anybody that needs a little pep talk, a little motivation, send it to them. Stay committed to your goals. Keep striving for excellence. Find your 1% today. Until next time.